Pledge of allegiance and a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You received the minutes of the August 15th meeting. Is there a motion for approval?
I'll make a motion. I'll second it.
Okay, first one we have is Fred Marluzzi. And he's the executor and Riser is the owner. His mother stayed over there, East Penn Town, the only town to the top of the hill. Right before you make that left to go down into Miss Hollow Estates. It's 1198 Mahoning Mountain Road, existing residential agricultural tracts, light to moderate sloping distance throughout. On-site investigation revealed existing structures on proposed lot 1. And no building variance for the plan approval noted. Plan is submitted, does not conform to final plan requirements of Mahoning Township. Subdivision, land development ordinance and requirements of the Mahoning zoning ordinance and may not conform with PA 25 environmental standards, chapter 20 or 73, standards for on-lot storage treatment facilities. And minimum lot size in the R1 agricultural rural district is 43,560 square feet, which is 1 acre. Lot 1 and lot 2 acres is shown in the plan conforms to these requirements. However, the existing house located on proposed lot 1 is located within the required 50-foot front yard setback requirements, and the applicant should request a zoning waiver or variance regarding the front yard setback requirements. And I believe you would have no issues with the approval of the waiver request. And their approval waiver request, including date of approval, should be shown on the plan. Under the subdivision and ordinance review, you're going to have to come up with $400 per lot for the recreation fee to Mahoning. Easements within a minimum width of 20 feet or as required by utility companies providing the services shall be provided. 10-foot access easement shall be provided abutting street right-of-ways or salvo. Access drives should not open upon any public right-of-way unless they meet the applicable driveway regulations, which have been established by PA DOT. They're going to need a highway occupancy permit for access to lot 2 here. Standard PA highway occupancy permit notice should be provided in the plan, and the clear side triangle not provided at the access to proposed lot 2. Owner's affidavit or equitable owners of the land proposed to be developed not completed, and they needed to be notarized. And subdivision site data note 13, well stated there are no wells within 100 feet of any storage absorption septic areas. However, when using the plan scale of 1 inch equals 100 feet, the existing lot well scales to be within 50 feet away from the existing storage system. And I pointed out that they should go to the township storage enforcement officer to discuss this issue. They'll need to provide draft deeds, copy of the recorded plans. Should be provided to the township. Original signatures should be placed on the plan, and all review comments and recommendations of the Mahoning Township engineer should be addressed. And I just we're providing this to Mahoning Township just for review, but they make the final decision.
Yes. Forward the comments.
Is there a motion to forward? I went to Mark. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion is passed.
Mark A. and Rosemary with Kotsky, Bank Township. Located at 55 East Oak Street at 74 Victory Street, Village of Trescott is zoned R2 medium density residential. Both lots are 0.043 acres. It's an existing residential land tract, slight sloping additions. There's structures of both lots. And the plan is submitted does not conform to final plan requirements of the Bank Township subdivision land development. The minimum lot size required in the R2 density residential is a lot having a minimum of not less than 43,560 square feet. Except essential storage is available. The minimum shall be 0.33. Both lots are served with public municipal sewer. Therefore, they meet the minimum lot size requirements. However, they do not meet the minimum width of 75 feet. The lot served by central storage system. Minimum front yard setback requirements of 35 feet and minimum combined yard setbacks of 25 feet per the zoning ordinance. Zoning variances have been approved by the Banks Township Hearing Board on August 10th, 2023. And zoning plan note 3, 8, and 9 on the plan to be revised to show the correct data. The only thing is contour verticals at 5 foot are not shown in the plan. And the applicant is requesting a waiver from this requirement. Again, I believe we would have no issue with the approval. And the only thing that they're missing is the owner certification, not properly executed. And I would recommend approval.
Any discussion? Is there a motion for plan approval?
So moved. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Plan approval is granted.
Next one is. Yeah. Minor subdivision, 1006 Indian Hill Road, Heighton, PA. And. This is where they want to put 72 homes. Upscale homes after this point is through. Where there's a lot of issues. As you can see, we got has not been surveyed properly, showing this line. There's two plans within the county that's been recorded and deeds recorded that show that line with the shaders. There. I just superimpose it because the plan is 101 inches and 150 acres. Required, so I said, let me read all the comments. It's located at 1006 Indian Hill Road. It's zoned A agricultural. I could not put anything for the lot size and the track size because it's currently wrong on this plan. It's an existing residential agricultural land, brush and wood covered land tract, moderate severe slope use and drought. On-site investigation revealed existing structures on proposed lot B, which is basically why this is submitted. They just want to get rid of that, all the buildings on there. The plan is submitted does not conform to minor final plan requirements of the Franklin Township subdivision land development ordinance and the requirements of the Franklin Township zoning ordinance. Minimum lot size required in agricultural zoning district is 1 acre. Both lots, proposed lots conform to the minimum lot size requirement. There's 3 existing structures, 2-story dwelling, the house, the barn and garage on proposed lot B is shown in the plan. And they're located within the 50-foot yard setback requirements of section 401.5. And the applicant should request a zoning waiver variance regarding the setback requirements. And I believe you would have no issues with the approval and schedule of the zoning requirements shown in the plan should be revised so the existing column reflects the presence of the building to be removed specifically for side yard setbacks and building coverage. Under the subdivision and land development ordinance review, the Carbon County Planning Commission believes that the plan is submitted was drafted using outdated Alta inspection land, title survey, and deed information. The existing deed is shown on the plan. This is for David and Gail Werner. Here. Deed book 2502, page 489. However, a new deed, map book 2799, page 939, was filed on July 7th, 2023, and lists Rapid Realty Solutions LLC as the record owner. The plan is submitted shows the incorrect owner, deed reference, and total parcel acreage and proposed lot A acreage. In addition, the northern boundary line of the tract does not conform to the existing deed of record, which locates the boundary line along Hermitage Schaefer. Excuse me.
Talking.
Yes, and Gloria D. Schaefer property that comprises the northern boundary line of the property. Thank you. The applicant surveyor must complete a new survey using the latest recorded deed and certify that the plan is revised represents the meets and bounds as plotted. Survey computations from Franklin Township engineer for review before plan approval, and the owner's name of the plan should also be revised from David L. and Gail B. Werner to Rapid Realty Solutions, and the proper deed reference and acreage included. That usable acreage for lots, all lots should be shown. The plan was reviewed for requirements of both preliminary and final plan. The Carbon County Planning Commission believes that the plan is submitted as a minor plan does not comply with requirements set forth in Franklin Township solid ordinance. Number one is lot depth shall not be less than 1 times the average width average. Yeah. Lot shall be not less than 1 times the average width. The depth of proposed lot B is less than its width. And again, the applicant should request a waiver from this requirement. And again, I believe we would have no issues with the approval. Whenever approval by an authority, another public agency, or Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Resources is required for the sanitary sewer system proposal for a proposed subdivision, the subdivider should submit a copy of such approval to the township prior to final approval of the plan. Again, I pointed out it requires although of their section 519 requires a designated recreation offer for dedication, or in lieu of that area, a $500 fee for each of the lots. Metal markers are not placed at all corners of the proposed lot B down here. That's different on the plan here, not shown. It does not conform to section 702, 703 plan requirements regarding scale size of not more than 100 feet to an inch. The plan is drawn 150 feet to an inch. The total tract area of the tract is shown in the plan incorrect. Name of the record owner incorrect. Tract boundary showing varied distance is shown in the plan are incorrect. And contours at vertical intervals of 5 feet and data to which the contour elevations refer are not shown. All existing water courses, tree masses, and other significant natural features such as rock, wetlands, springs, and swampy areas. 100-year floodplains per Saldo, section 702N. Location of long run. On this plan, he has a way up on that lot, and it's on these other plans, it's way down below. And the floodplain along the northern boundary should be verified after the northern boundary line of the tract is established along the Hermitage Schaefer and Glory D. Schaefer property that comprise the north boundary line. A note should be added to the plan confirming the existence or absence of wetlands. All existing buildings, sewers, water main, culverts, petroleum or petroleum products, gas lines, fire hydrants, or other significant man-made features should be shown. And there's an existing electrical power line necessitated the subdivision way back in 1997 should be shown. The road labeled as Red Hill Road is actually a continuation of Long Run Road and should be removed from the plan. And when this plan is developed, they don't even show the road coming out and connecting with Long Run Road right here. But I'd say from this point to all the way down the Long Run Road, I made it, but I think I almost ripped my muffler off because all this rain we've been having, you cannot get through it. You need a four-wheeler. Existing streets adjacent or two within 400 feet of any part of the street, including main right of way. Width and cartway width not shown in the plan, paved cartway width for Indian Hill and Longhorn Roads and Spruce Street shall be labeled. Let's see, facilities should be provided for the connection of each lot with a public supply system and a public sanitary sewer system if accessible. And the note for a standard non-building waiver should be added to the plan to take care of that. Okay. Owner certification to be signed and notarized in the record plan. Not completed. Survey certification not completed. Signature blocks will need to be provided for the Township Planning Commission and the County Planning Commission to sign and seal the plan. I pointed all plan review comments, recommendations to Franklin Township engineer should be addressed. Again, wells are not permitted within 100 feet of any source absorption area, and the well down there in the existing home is within 50 feet. If no construction is planned as part of the subdivision, the applicant shall prepare and submit a request for planning waiver and non-building declaration to DEP, and the standard non-building waiver note shall be placed in the plan. And I pointed out that excuse me. Yeah. They will. The track as submitted is in the Clean and Green program, so we're gonna talk with Kim Botch, who's down in the office, the annex. And she pointed out what the 7 years of rollback tax is at 6% interest that we do on this property. And they're only allowed to do one per year, so if they want to come in for that land development plan, they have to wait till next year and submit that letter to the tax assessment office before June 1st of next year. Legal description should be provided for both lots A and B. And on the recommendations, I just pointed out that the review precludes any recommendation for approval of subdivision plan at this time, and we're providing Franklin Township with the comments for their discussion.
So the Franklin Township Planning has not seen this yet, or have they?
Yes, no, what happened was the engineer I sat with it yesterday, they had their meeting last month, but they never showed up at the meeting. And then the engineer has it, so he knows exactly what's going on.
So all they're doing now is cutting off that lot with the house on.
Correct. But the subdivision plan is submitted. Is
They
incorrect.
have it already submitted also.
And what's the total acreage?
I don't know. Because it's incorrect. In the recorded deed, it has 94.910. Sometimes the county records aren't accurate. So we're just need a motion to ship this out to Franklin Township. Most of my comments are exactly mirrored from the township engineers.
Is there a motion to pass on without any recommendation?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
And we reviewed it. We reviewed it and is submitting a recommendation to the Franklin Township.
A motion that passed.
Buckenbach, minor subdivision. East Penn. Located on Penny Lane, it's a private drive. In East Penn Township, are shown the plan in zone rural. It's 14.11 acres, two lots. One is 2.992 acres, the other one is 11.2 1-9, there's proposed on lot water and sewer lot 1, none proposed for remaining lands. And it's existing brush and wood covered land track, moderate severe sloping distance route. On-site investigation, revealed no barriers to development or plan approval. Plan submitted does not conform to the preliminary final plan requirements of East Penn Township. Subdivision land development ordinance, the East Penn Township zoning ordinance. Minimum lot size required in the rural district is 2 acres. Both lots conform to the minimum lot size requirement. However, both lots as shown in the plan do not meet the minimum side yard setback requirements of 30 feet for the zoning ordinance. And maximum building coverage is shown in the restricted covenant note should be revised to the required 10% as required by section 804. The plan should be revised to show the correct data. The lot 1 stormwater management plan not submitted, erosion sedimentation control plan not submitted. Owner statement for current property owners not signed, certified, and certification of the accuracy of the survey not signed by the surveyor. And I would recommend, again, we're just submitting this again for their review. Precludes any recommendation for approval.
There a motion for no recommendation and submitted for review to the township.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed.
Other one in banks. It's located at 1876 Berwick Street. It's Brian Catcher, who owns all this land, is coal land, who doesn't have an access to it, legal access to it, put it that way. And the Humanics, James T. and Joanne Committee. They live back here and go through property that go back there. That's the way they did it. It's existing residential land tract lot 3, brush and wood covered strip mining tracks 1 and 2. Slight sloping conditions throughout. There's existing structures on lot 3. No visible barriers to plan approval noted. Minimum lot size required in the R2 medium density district is the lot having an area of not less than 1 acre. Except that essential storage available. The minimum lot area should be 0.33. Lot 1 is proposed conform to this requirement. Lot 3 is served by an existing on-lot storage system that does not conform to the minimum lot size requirement. In addition, a basketball court, pole, 3 sheds, and portion of the existing home located on proposed lot 3. As shown in the plan, do not meet the minimum combined side yard setback requirements of 25 feet on each side. And the applicant should request a zoning waiver variance regarding the minimum lot area requirement, minimum combined side yard setbacks on each side of the Bankstown zoning ordinance. All lots shall front on the public street. Waiver from this solid requirement may be required as shown in the plan. Access to proposed lot 3. Consider existing driveway access for PA State on property of Michael and Stephanie Hornick, Joseph Jr. and Dolores Hornick, and Carol and Edward J. Wanyo. Access easement right of way agreement to the proposed lot 1 should be completed by the property owners. The agreement should clearly note the entire entity responsible for the maintenance of the access driveway, and it should be referenced on the plan and provided to Banks Township supervisors. Lot line to be eliminated. Small lot 2 here should be denoted with a Z, and other recommendations of the Bank Township engineer should be addressed. And I would recommend again, this review precludes any recommendation for approval of this at this time for review, and providing the supervisors with comments for their approval.
Again.
Another one.
Is there a motion for no recommendation or to send it on our comment to the
Wider comment, we review and recommend.
I'll make a recommendation.
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Ask that one again.
This one was land with Terry A. Hamill, Lynn E. Stern. Terry used to work for the county, and she passed away in 2006. They have it on the plan here, round and round with the engineer on the owner certification, that she personally appeared and signed his plan. That's not gonna happen. It's located at 2545 Mahoney Drive East. Existing residential brush and wood covered land tracts, plan submitted does not conform to final plan requirements of Mahoney Township subdivision land development ordinance and requirements of Mahoney Township zoning ordinance. In addition, the plan may not conform with, again, chapter 73 standard for lot storage system. Both lots conform to the 2 acre minimum. However, the existing home located on 2583, it's the one located right in front, is located within the 40-foot front yard setbacks. And in addition, the portion of the home located at 2545 is located within the required 30-foot side yard setbacks. And the Mahoney Township zoning officer should be consulted regarding these non-conforming issues. As shown in the plan, there are 2 lots identified as lot one, and lot one. So I pointed out that this lot should be renamed lot 2. Again, they're going to need a $400 recreation fee for each lot. It's a responsibility of developer subdivider to provide for the location of all existing and proposed on-lot water supplies in accordance with existing DEP requirements. And the proposed well for lot 2 is not shown. Easements of minimum width of 20 feet shall be provided. They're going to need erosion sedimentation control plan. Access drive should not open upon any public right of way unless they meet the applicable driver regulations, which have been established by PennDOT. Highway occupancy permit approved by the PA DOT for access lot 2 may be required. They just stuck it there. Clear slide triangle not provided at the access. Size and types of lot corners for lot 2 and 1 along the Mahoney Drive East not shown in the plan. With the proposed driveway, the proposed lot 2 not shown. Mahoney Drive East, Route 903 name right away with cartway paved with not shown. 30-foot future right of way on each side of Mahoney Drive East should also be shown in the plan. Again, the plan note for the erosion control plan not shown. Owner's affidavit not completed. Not notarized. Certification of the surveyor and plan by the surveyor not completed. They're going to need a sewage facility planning module for PADEP. Subdivision name in the shown in the plan should be retiled. Lot lands of Kyle Stern. Net usable acreage proposed lot 1 should be shown in the plan. Applicant shows net usable acreage for proposed lot 2, but not for lot 1. And I pointed out that this lot over here is the de facto lot created by Mahoney Drive East, traversing the lot. Draft deeds, copies, of recorded plans should be provided to the township. Original signature placed in the plan. And again, everything, all these notes that I pointed out precludes any recommendation for approval of the plan at this time. I submitted for a review. And again, providing these comments to Mahoney Township.
Is there a motion for the comment to go to the Mahoney Township?
Make the motion.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Upgrading one item.
Good land and card is wonderful. Next one is the First Commonwealth Federal Credit Union. This is Mahoning Township. Basically, what they're going to be doing is tearing down the existing. It's located at 1235 Lakeside Boulevard. It's what is that thing? I forget the full name of it. It's the health food store there. Harmony Natural Food Bill, closing its shutters. It's zone C1 plan commercial. They had to go through the lot line revision with the carbon DAC, the carbon plaza to get that 0.47 or 0.0396 acre for that tract to combine with the lot. They're going to construct a single-story, 2,614 square foot commercial building. It's going to be a credit union. A parking area with drive-through aisles, with 15 parking spaces and 2 handicap accessible spaces and stormwater controls. Access to the site will be provided via a revised entrance from Lakeside Boulevard Drive East and a newly constructed driveway connecting to the Carter Plaza existing internal drive access that's located right behind. Public municipal storage is proposed and on water. Proposed existing commercial land tract, slight modern sloping additions throughout. And no visible barriers for development or plan approval were noted. And the plan is submitted does not conform to minor preliminary plan requirements of the Mahoning Township land development ordinances. And the requirements of Mahoning Township zoning ordinance. C1 plan commercial district requires a 1/2 acre lot size. Proposed lot acres is 0.5142 acres. It complies with the zoning ordinance. However, they're going to be taking a 0.275 acre for the alternate right of way for Route 443, which they're building on now. And the Mahoning zoning office should be consulted regarding this possible non-conformance with the regarding minimum lot area. And the initial plan filed with Mahoning Township for review shall be considered the preliminary plan. Applicant is requesting a waiver from solve the requirement, and I believe we would have no issue with its approval. Under plan review, easements with a minimum of 25 feet not provided as necessary for utilities. Under maintenance of stormwater management facilities, the adequate assurances of maintenance and indemnification, liability insurance, and security shall be provided to the township for review and approval at the preliminary planning stage. The erosion and sedimentation control plan shall be submitted to and deemed adequate by the Carbon County Conservation District. They have submitted it here with stormwater runoff and all their computations, which are reviewed, but usually when I make my comments, the township engineer in the Carbon County Conservation District, that's either disregard or you change some stuff. I defer review to them. A development agreement is required to be executed between the developer and Mahoning Township. Township financial security shall be provided for all site improvements with a construction cost estimated provided for review. Pavement width of Blakeslee Boulevard Drive East not shown in the plan. Ownership certification not completed. And they're going to need a storage facility planning modeling from vZ8kDe5HHtw. Under general review comments, clear site triangle minimum site distance should be provided on the plan for the proposed access egress drive on the Blakeslee Boulevard Drive East. Copies of recorded plans shall be provided to the township. Original signatures again, and all plan comments, recommendations of Mahoning Township engineer should be reviewed before approval. And again, reviewing above land amount development, we believe we found several areas of non-compliance with the requirements of the Mahoning Township land development ordinances and zoning ordinance that precludes any recommendation for approval of this land development this time. As submitted for review, we provide the comments for discussion between Mahoning Township officials, Mahoning Township engineer, and applicant responsible for this land development plan with the provision that the above noted comments must be addressed and adequately mitigated before plan approval.
So I have a question. So they tore the bank down and there's going to be a Starbucks. So this is right next to it,
Yeah. For your credit,
and they're gonna have a separate driveway.
so each one, yeah.
On 443.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting.
You think they'd go off the road from the other side,
We are.
both sides?
Yeah, they're coming off that one access lane behind all those buildings. They're gonna come into that also.
Is there a motion to have comments on Moline Township without any recommendation?
So move.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The motion is passed.
Another one. Line top. That was Message Township. It's located at 1915 Summer Mountain Road. Zoned RC Rural Conservation, the 9.096 acre tract, there's two lots, lot 1 is 3.009, and lot 2 is 6.0055. Okay. On lot storage existing on lot 1, proposed for lot 2. It's an existing residential brush and wood cover land tracts, moderate sloping distance throughout. On-site investigations on portions of the tract on lot 2 revealed existing structures of proposed lot 1. No visible barriers toward development of lot 2 were noted. Plan is submitted does not conform to final plan requirements of Tolminson Township and the Tolminson Township zoning ordinance. Minimum lot size required in the RC district is 3 acres. Both the lots proposed conform to the minimum lot size requirement. Cash contributions again for recreation to be provided. Owner certification not completed, certification of accuracy not signed. Travel way, shoulder width, summer Mountain Road not shown, benchmark location, elevation not provided. Survey computation should be provided to the township as required by Saldo. Copies of proposed draft deeds not provided. Utility easements shall be shown and labeled on the plan. Utility easements with a minimum width of 20 feet shall be provided for all utilities until the fullest extent possible be centered on or adjacent to the rear or side lot lines. Utility easement on note of the plan not shown. Letter from PPL shall be provided indicating that they can provide service to the proposed lot 2. Proposed electric, telephone, television, cable, and other such utility transmission lines shall be installed underground in accordance with the PA Underground Utilities Act 287 of 1974 as amended. Unless the applicant provided notification in writing from the utility company that these lines must be overhead. Storage facility planning module required for lot 2. Clear side triangles for each of these long driveways need to be shown. And the driveway proposed lot 2 and existing lot 1 driveway should conform to Saldo section 506 driveway A through G requirements. And they need a road and sedimentation control plan for lot 2. Neither is misspelled in the wetland statement down below. And again, original stamps and seals. And again, our review precludes any recommendation for approval of this plan at this time. It's submitted for review and submitted to the township. Let them fill out all the plans.
Is there a motion to submit the comment to the Township Planning Commission?
I'll make the motion.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is passed.
Johnson Theater. Wesley Borough. Located at 325 Pine Street, right when you make the corner. Coming out of. Three lots, 10.66 acre lots. Tract. Lot 1 is 2.033. There's nothing on here the brush would have covered. Lot 2 is 1.50991, which is the commercial garage, and she's retaining all the remaining lands of 7.1283. There's public and municipal storage. Proposed salt for all lots, and pipe water supply is on-lot water is existing, and public municipal water supply proposed for lots 1 and 2. The plan is submitted does not conform to minor plan requirements of Whately Borough and the Whately zoning ordinance. Minimum lot size required in R1 low density areas 1 acre for lots served with public water and sewer systems, and 2.0 acres for lots not served with both public and water systems. Both lots as proposed that conform to the minimum lot size requirements zoning the bulk coverage table 1. An existing commercial garage located in lot 2 is not a permitted use in a low density residential district, and a zoning variance may be required, and the Whately Borough zoning officer should be consulted. Recording is not non-zoning non-conformance. Again, applicant submitted the plan as a preliminary final plan for review. Section 601 requires only a final plan is required to be submitted as a minor subdivision based upon the definition of a minor subdivision. This plan is submitted conforms to the definition of a minor subdivision on Article 2 definition of the ordinance. Therefore, the plan was reviewed for Article 6 minor subdivision land development requirement. Ownership certification not signed dated, certification accuracy not signed dated. R1 low density residential district front side and rear setback yards line not shown for each lot. Distance of all structures to lot lines front, rear, and side not shown. Plan is submitted does not specifically address the subject is that whether any wetlands are located on the site. On down here. Copies of the description of easements, existing easements record, and any proposed easements to be included upon recording of plans. E&S plan for lot 3 shall be submitted and deemed adequate by the Cardinal County Conservation District. It's going to require a storage facility planning module, and I would recommend conditional plan approval.
Discussion? Is there a motion for conditional plan approval?
So moved.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Conditional plan approval is granted.
Not me. Two 255 Bagley Street. This is Walker's plumbing down there in the corner, right next to the cigar shop. There. Basically, what they want to do is it's only an addition. They want to put a 2,533 foot addition to the existing building. And existing municipal sewer and water there. It's conforms to minor final plan requirements of the Heighton Borough and land developments and the zoning ordinance. And the only thing that they need is a lot of notes here. In all cases, surveyor should certify in the plan that the plan map is made in accordance with current accepted PA practice and the date which the field work was completed. The property shown on this plan is under and subject to the Heighton Borough zoning ordinance amended. In all cases, all water supply connections shall comply with the Heighton Water Authority requirements. In all cases, all sewer connections shall comply with the Heighton Sewer Authority requirements. In all cases, the erosion sedimentation control plan approved by the Carbon County Conservation shall be required as a condition to the issuance of a building permit for a lot. And I pointed out that they're going to need an adequacy letter from the erosion control plan that they submitted here. And that's it. All plan review comments should be the Heighton Borough engineer should be addressed, and I would recommend conditional plan approval.
Any discussion? Is there a motion for conditional plan approval?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Conditional plan approval is granted.
They've had a lease, but
So that wasn't RJ Walker's building, was it?
yeah,
It's RJ Walker's,
yeah, it's still his building.
and he's gone behind it.
Go behind it and into the back to me.
Uh,
These are PADC, PRP grant and LSA grant.
He sent the wrong letter, so it might be wrong on the agenda. And he did it revised,
You want to read it?
no.
Memorial Park Phase 3 project. This is the police building project, I guess this is the one. And they have performed the planning commission has performed a comprehensive plan review of the proposed police building project, lead the project as proposed and performance goals and objectives identified in the Carbon County Comprehensive and Greenway Plan. And he thanks him for providing the opportunity to review it.
Oh,
And that last one is Jim Thornton Memorial Project Phase 3, and again, perform the comprehensive plan review of the Memorial Park Project Phase 3, believes the project is proposed as a performance, the goals and objectives identified in the Carbon County Comprehensive Plan. And we want to thank him for allowing the planning office to review the thing and recommends approval. That's it.
So for the
Is there
LSA,
anything you'd like to add?
Thank you, Brad.
the LSA grant, so they don't need to come through here, do they?
so they're asking for support for it.
It's just a support letter, yeah.
Okay,
And the first letter she sent asked for fund, instead they were looking for funding from one, these two agencies where she meant to send one that was a different grant.
okay.
You could drop the mic after that.
I have to devise a better way of not reading all these comments.
Yeah.
Have you read it first and then ask them if you have questions.
Or hit the couple positives and a couple negatives.
Is there a motion for adjournment?
So move.
Second.
Thanks for joining us, Bob.
You're welcome. See you next month, guys.
I'm just curious, it seemed a lot of the plans came in by professional land surveyors. So where they can do, a plan can be submitted by a surveyor without a consulting engineering firm, or they're kind of interchangeable?
They have their retain their own surveyor on staff. That's the way they've been doing it.
Okay,
From so many plans were like so incomplete that we couldn't even really rule on them.
Because they do this, because I basically read their submissions. Send them back to them and they go, see, this is what the Carbon County Commission wants. And then that way they get to charge them extra money
They take it to the township, we get comments,
to put it on the plan.
doesn't ever come back here corrected.
Yes,
It does come back here correct. So all those ones have to come back. To
when they're
Yeah.
approved by
Okay.
the townships or the.
Oh, yeah,
they
then they
come
come
back
back.
and then they get stamped for the.
but the credibility of a consulting engineering firm to read the same saldos that you're reading,
Yeah.
why wouldn't they do it right the first time?
I explained that reason.
You should, you should